The question many of you have is, how do I start implementing a core selling plan? The first step is to build a relationship with a reputable core supplier. One of the best ways to find such a core supplier is to seek out ones that are active and involved members in the recycling community. For example, ask yourself, are they members of their local or national Automotive Recyclers Association? Are they members of the Automotive Parts Remanufacturers Association? Core suppliers that are actively involved in supporting these associations and training programs demonstrate a commitment to the recycling industries and are current as to industry standards. Once you have identified a reputable core supplier, build a relationship with them. A good core supplier can provide you with valuable information, such as what cores to pull, what's in demand, and what is the current pricing that you can get. A good relationship will allow you to focus on your business, as most automotive recyclers do not want to take additional time needed to seek out bids from several buyers for their cores. You certainly would prefer to work with a company that will help your business to grow. Another question that is commonly asked is, how do I handle cores for sale to a core supplier? In working with a core supplier, you will find that they require you to follow some basic guidelines when handling cores. The main purpose of these guidelines is to assure that the cores are rebuildable. Here are some basic points to remember. When handling all cores, housings, cases, and mounting brackets, well, these have to be intact, without any cracks or broken pieces. Additionally, these are some of the more specific requirements per item. Now, if you're pulling a brake caliper, you have to make sure that it has good brackets, no broken bleeder valves, and it has to have the levers that are on the rear, if that's required. Now, going on to power brake boosters, these should not have any broken hubs or studs. If you're pulling alternators, they shouldn't have any broken or cracked plates, the mounting arms or plastic plugs. And then when we're dealing with starters, well, they shouldn't be broken or cracked, especially in the nose. On some of the high-end imports, the solenoid can't be cracked either. Now, when you're dealing with power steering pumps, pumps that have an integral reservoir must be complete. The reservoir cannot be missing, broken, or cracked. If you decide to pull air conditioning compressors, well, these should rotate freely and produce pressure. Now, this can be tested as demonstrated in this video. Simply plug the inlet and outlet ports with your fingers and spin the clutch. You should be able to feel the pressure that's being generated. Now, with power steering rack and pinions, the main lines, these cannot be cut. When removing a rack from a vehicle, only cut the lead lines. The cases or housings must not be cracked or broken. And then when you're pulling steering gear boxes, well, they shouldn't have any cracked or broken cases. And then the input shafts, well, these can't be twisted. As far as transmissions are concerned, these must turn freely and cannot have any cracked or broken cases. Now, these are just some of the requirements that core suppliers need to meet to be able to sell cores as rebuildable to the remanufacturers. Any breakage or missing required parts will result in a deduction to the pricing for that core. This is because remanufacturers will not pay top dollar for them, and they may not even accept them at all. Working with a reputable core supplier can be very helpful, as they can help in training your personnel on these requirements. Probably the most important asked question is, what cores are worth pulling for selling to a core supplier? Well, the quick and easy answer would be, every core that can be manufactured has some value. However, as an automotive recycler, you obviously want to identify the cores that will be the most profitable and involve the least amount of cost to process. There's a variety of ways to achieve this. Some core suppliers can provide you with a focus or hot list of cores that are in demand. These lists reflect what the remanufacturing industry needs for their market. Additionally, the lists provide you with current market pricing, some basic information about the make, model, year, and any descriptions that help you to determine which cores are worth your effort. The lists are sent by email and updated every 1 to 3 months as needed to stay current with market changes. A more sophisticated means of identifying cores and their value is by electronic data. For example, there are inventory programs and services that can upload your inventory to a network where core suppliers can view it and then offer to purchase what cores they need. Other electronic systems that are being developed will allow an automotive recycler to input data such as make, model, and year of a vehicle or even its VIN to see the value of each core on that particular vehicle. All of these methods, some to a better degree than others, allow you to determine which cores to pull during the dismantling process and automates the process of selling cores quickly and efficiently to a core supplier. They also allow for greater flexibility and add profitability for each vehicle processed. Again, a good relationship with a reputable core supplier can help provide you with the needed information to increase your profits. They can inform you of remanufacturing trends, such as products that are increasing in demand. One example of a growing trend is the remanufacturing of electronics, such as electronic computer modules, mass airflow meters, distributors, and hydro boosters.